to another episode of the Not So Super Fan. So today we're gonna do a review for the movie Project Power. When I saw the trailer, I was excited for this movie. You know, I like the concept as far as you take a pill and boom, you get some random power. You know what it is and how it affects you. And the whole idea, you just take a pill, you get a power for 5 minutes. I like that. But after watching this movie, it kind of fell short for me. I think it would have worked better as a TV show instead of a full film, And I think the movie was about an hour or something long. But I think it would have worked better as a TV show. And it felt real short for me. The dynamic between Jamie Foxx and Dominic Fishback was good. Her dynamic with Joseph Gordon-Levitt's good. But as far as the story goes, it was just convoluted. It was just up and down for me. It didn't quite work well. Some scene felt like it was just slow. Some scene it just felt like they were just cut scenes, like they were missing part, or it was just rushed. But the movie in the whole, I enjoyed it for that one setting, but it's like something I'm gonna go back to. Then even at the end of the movie, they didn't even hint that it's gonna be a sequel the way it ended. There's like this one thing that happened. There's like a conspiracy within the police force captain, and at the end of the movie, it's like they never went back to what was going on. There was like a conversation Jamie Foxx was having with Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character about how the captain's involved in it, but they never went back and showed what happened. But he said he was gonna go, but then it was just weird. The villains didn't quite work well for me. They just felt like, where were they most of the time? You didn't really, like one of the villains, she was acting like a total asshole, but you didn't really have enough scene of her to like, oh man, she's a total asshole. But there was not enough of her to, most of the time you just saw a picture of her and this other guy. That's about it. You didn't get much of the villains. But once again, the movie enjoyed for that one setting. I enjoyed for what it was, but other than that was it. It was a one-time, one done for me. It could have been better. The concept was good, and this movie could have been much better than what it was. Especially you have an actor like Jamie Foxx, man. You could see that he's putting effort, I know he's online talking about this movie, promoting it, so he's probably proud of what he did, but I think it could have been better. Probably need a better writer or something. This movie could have been so much more. But I'm gonna give Project Power a C-. If you guys are interested, definitely check it out on Netflix. It's one of those movies that's a one-time enjoyable movie, but definitely check it out. Before I go, there's one thing I want to say. I've watched other YouTubers' reviews. There's like 3 white YouTubers I've watched. As far as their review when it comes to this movie. And one thing they've said is, there's 2 characters in this movie, Jamie Foxx's daughter and Dominic Fishback's character, Robin. Basically, one of them felt like Dominic Fishback character, Robin, was not necessary for this movie. They kind of dismissed her. And the other one felt like Jamie Foxx's daughter was not necessary for this movie. They dismissed her because I guess I don't know how they felt. But I think it's not okay to dismiss I would say like certain character. You don't know the like how would I put this? You watch the movie, you see the purpose of the character. At that point of the movie where Jamie Foxx meets her, you can see that he's, even though the movie, I'm going real deep at that. When he meets her, he's trying to find his daughter. But at that same moment, there's like certain scene that she reminds him of his daughter, and they kind of later on, after he threatened her and all that, they kind of have that connection. He's trying to, and she's this girl who's struggling with school, and she doesn't know what she wants out of life, but she has this skill that later on you see Jamie Foxx is like pushing her to, that's her power. Use that skill to better herself. And it went where school wasn't trying to show her that. Um, I don't like when certain race dismiss black women, especially an actress, from a movie just because they feel like they weren't necessary. And this movie collates. There's one scene where this one villain, she's talking about Henrietta Lacks. If you guys know about her, she's this black woman in the 1920s who had a tumor, and when she went to the hospital, they basically used the cell from her tumor for medical researchers without her consent. And they made money, a lot of money off of it. Her family never got a dime. She died not knowing about it, and till this day, that research has helped the medical field further the way it is now. And this movie kind of correlates in that, as far as Jamie Foxx started in the movie being kidnapped and them using her genes to make power and experimenting in the community and all that. And after watching this and hearing those YouTubers dismissing those two black actresses, talking about they weren't necessary for the story, it kind of irks me in a way, you know. But that's all I had to say. But you know, it is what it is. But once again, I feel like those two actresses, they did a great job. They're really great actresses, and should never dismiss them. Even though the story wasn't that great, but their part in the movie was necessary, and they are not to be dismissed. If you guys see what I'm saying. Once again, even though the movie was not great, but these two actresses, they were necessary. They were a necessary part of the story. But other than that, guys, if you like my review, leave a comment down below. If you have any thoughts about the movie, leave a comment down below. Leave a like. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will be coming back at you with more reviews and reactions.